And we're back. Hi guys, welcome to Leave Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. And we are back with Supertramp. We actually just did a track from this album called Fool's Overture, which I will link right there, up there somewhere. That was a request we did about a month ago. And this is a request for Robin S. We're going to be listening to the title track from this album, Even in the Quietest Moments. I really enjoyed Fool's Overture. I really loved Crime of the Century. Bloody Well Right was pretty good. I think I'd say Crime of the Century is my favorite Supertramp song I've heard so far. But Fool's Overture is up there too. I really enjoy their music, and it's just so expansive, and they just go so many different places that you wouldn't expect, And but at the same time, it's got like almost mainstream appeal, but it's the packaging that they put the music in, it's just great. And I'm down to do this. Let's go. If y'all are not subscribed, please help a brother out. Click that icon right below Fleetwood Mac right there. I'd really appreciate it. We just hit 15K. We are on our way to 20. Come join the fun. Here we go. Alrighty, Supertramp, Even in the Quietest Moments. In 3, 2, 1, go. Tweet, tweet. Oh, now it's XX. Never mind. No more Twitter. Good.
Quietest moments, I wish I knew what I had to do. And even though the sun is shining where I feel the rain,
Dan, his vocals, man.
here it comes again, dear. And even when you showed me my heart was out of tune, for there's a shadow of doubt was not letting me find you too soon. The music that you gave me, the language of my soul, Lord, I wanna be with you, won't you let me come in from the cold?
What a line.
I just go to sleep, and then I create the silent movie. You become the star. Is that what you are, dear? Your whisper tells a secret. Your laughter brings me joy.
Half bass, damn.
And a wonder of feeling I'm nature's own little boy. But still the tears keep falling. They're raining from the sky. Well, there's a ladder we got to go under before I get high.
Sounds like an electric bass drum or something. Boom.
disappear. Don't you let the sun disappear. Don't you let the sun believe. No, you can't believe in my life. Say that you won't believe in my life. Say that you won't.
Sounds like an effect. That's so crazy.
Say what you please. Say what you please. Say what you please. Say what you please. Lord, won't you come and get
Yes.
into my life? God, won't you come and get into my life? Say what you please. Say what you please. Say what you please. Say what you please. Oh Lord, don't go.
Yes. Oh, that's funky. Coming up. This is fucking great. Wow, that's catchy as hell. Oh my god. What a note. He held that shit forever. Damn.
Won't you come to me?
The acoustic is beautiful too, man.
Even when the song is over, where have I been? Was it just a dream? And though your door is always open, where do I begin? May I please come in, dear?
Wow. That was so good. Damn, both tracks in this album so far are 2 for 2. They are so good at like building up and then letting like that catharsis or that climax, whatever you want to call it, just like kind of wash over you. And then they even revisited like the build up for the very last sort of section there. That was cool. That was a really interesting structured song. I really like all the stuff I've heard from them. It's been completely different. And I think that's like the hallmark of like really good prog is being able to just always be different but still sound the same, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like always be yourself. You can tell that it's them, but it's them exploring something new or doing something new. And I don't know. I feel like this band, everything I've heard has just been completely different. Even from this album, like Fool's Overture was different than this in every way. It feels like there was a couple similarities I heard, but I really think that what's his name? Hold on. So Roger Hodgson on the vocals. Let's see. Hold on. First off, this is track 3. All right. So he did the 12-string guitar on this, and he did the vocals. Obviously, Rick Davis did the vocals, the organ for this track, synthesizers. Dougie Thompson did the bass for this track. John Helliwell did the clarinet on this. I knew it was a clarinet. I was gonna say sax, but I felt like it was a clarinet. Like there's a very like distinct sound that like you can tell when it's a clarinet, and like when it just came in so sharply like that and not smoothly like a sax. Like I knew it was a clarinet, that part. That was really cool. And then Bob C. Binberg, technically Bob Seibenberg, did the drums and percussion for this. I don't know what he was doing, but it definitely sounded like it was an effect or something. Like throughout the first half of the song, like just hitting the bass, like hitting like I don't know what it was, like a tom or something, man, or just it could have been his kick and it's this tuned weird. I don't know, but it was really interesting sound, and it kind of like reverberated and just gave you like this vibration that just every time you heard it, it was so good. I really enjoyed the build up, but once it hit that end there, that climax basically, holy shit, man, these guys are so good. They're so good at that. They did the same thing in Fool's Overture, and it just blows me away every time when they do that. Like I said, out of all the tracks I've heard, Bloody Well Right is the one that's the most like mainstream, I guess. Like all the other stuff I've heard is definitely, I guess, more prog rock, art rocky, you know. And this was released in 1977, April. Like this was a little further down in the 70s, like after some other stuff had happened, other bands had come around and done stuff. But this feels fresh. Like this feels like it's not dated at all compared to some of the other stuff I've heard. It definitely sounds like it's from the 70s, or definitely sounds like it's from the 60s. This could have been from the 90s, you know what I'm saying? It sounds like it could have been from the 2000s or anything. It could have come from any decade. Definitely has like hallmarks of like the 70s, but at the same time it has this sort of, I don't know, timeless sort of feel to it. And that's the same thing in Fool's Overture. It kind of, I don't know, it's like a song out of time. I've been noticing that about a couple tracks lately that are just not dated at all. Like they're just they aged like fine wine, as they say. They didn't age like milk, because there's some tracks that are definitely like, oh yep, that's the 70s, you know. But that's not like a bad thing, but like, you know, it's almost like a cliche sort of thing. This could be released at any time, and I would be like, okay, yeah, that's right, you know. But at the same time, it couldn't be released nowadays because there's not that much good music nowadays. Like I always say, like back in the 70s and the 60s, like you could just throw a can and you would hit a band that, you know, was amazing. Just anywhere, in any direction. There was just a plentiful amount of talent and creativity back then. I think I said that in a video like yesterday. Like there's just so much of it everywhere. Like every band was good. Like I mean, of course there was bad bands too back then, but like it feels like everybody, it was like an awakening almost. Like there's so many people woke up, musicians especially. They were the ones trying to wake people up because they had been awakened by somebody, you know. I think people that like get their eyes open to the real, you know, reality of things, and like that there's so much more going on than we understand. Once you open someone's eyes to that, like you can't shut them. Like you can try your best to ignore things, but at the same time you notice them in your head, just don't say anything sort of thing. That's where I've been at with things, because my friend Dakota, when I was like 14, I remember the time we were just sitting on the slides at some park, passing a joint back and forth, and he just sort of told me things. I guess I'm not going to say what it was, but like it triggered things in my mind that, you know, if you've been, I don't know, on adventures in your mind, if you get my drift, you know that there's those moments where everything just clicks, you know, and it really just made me, it opened my eyes. I was awakened, and I continue to be awakened by things every day since then. And I feel like that when I listen to like songs like this and like Fool's Overture, it just feels like my mind is expanding. I feel like I'm learning and just growing, even as a person, just from listening to music. And that's what art is for. Art is supposed to challenge you. It's supposed to make you think, be uncomfortable, if that's what the intention is. Because sometimes we have to be uncomfortable to do things. Because no one ever learned anything from winning. If you win, you just keep doing the same thing. If you're fucking up, you have to learn from your mistakes, and that's the only way you learn, is if you make a mistake. So don't feel bad if you fuck up. Just try again, That's what I learned. When I was a kid, if I failed once, I just quit immediately, Like I was a quitter. I definitely was. But I had to learn throughout the years that, hey, you're going to fail the first time you try something. You're going to suck at it. That's the point. You got to get good at it. Same thing with these videos. They're still not that great. But at the same time, these are leagues ahead of what I used to do. And, I've always done the same thing, just music reactions, but I've gotten better at it, I definitely have learned to shut the fuck up and talk when I'm supposed to. And it's just, it's amazing how far we come. This is just me reminiscing on 15K. My apologies. I kind of hijacked the video. Sorry. But thank you again, Robin, for the pick. That was great. And if you guys have any other tracks from this album, there's a few more on here I see. Give a Little Bit Loverboy, Downstream, From Now On, Baba G. I don't know, there's a couple different songs on here. I'm down to listen to anything else by them. These guys are fantastic, and I still want to revisit Crime of the Century and do that as a full album. If you guys do that, especially if someone like just donates and like just, I don't know, requests it, then I would absolutely do it, you know? Because I have a new laptop, so I can do full album reactions now. So just let me know if you guys want me to do that. Because I definitely like Crime of the Century. That track was amazing. That shit blew my mind. But I think that's it, guys. If y'all didn't know, Patreon right here. That is a picture of it. There's a link in the description if you go check it out. Oh, hello. If you join the $10 tier or up, you get one free request a month. I posted a bunch of rules and stuff for requesting the guidelines, basically, for the Patreon request, PayPal request, blah blah blah. If you're not on Patreon, you can email me and I can give them to you just so you know what's up. If you're requesting a song of a longer length, it has to be that amount of dollars, minimum 10. You know, because some people were like, send me $5. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really think my time's worth that? You know, I'm not. No offense, but I guess I have children, you know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't like a job for me, but at the same time, this is all I have right now than like one day at a laundromat. And you guys have been so good to me. I don't deserve you, I feel like, but at the same time, I do have to like put guidelines in place and, you know, just so to protect me and to protect you, and that we all get the best experience possible from these videos. I think that's what that's about, right? So I think that's it out of me, guys. There's a PayPal link in the description as well for tips, requests, and anything else. I am out. Thank you, Supertramp, and thank you, Robin. See ya. See ya.